patience already, but being still. Let's see, Saint Augustine. Patience is the companion of wisdom, right? The more I experience, the more wisdom I gain, and the more stillness I practice. And God bless to you. Let's see, Termo Pan Stefan. A beautiful day, and start the day with positivity every single day. Thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for the day. It's always God, Lord, Creator within all of us. Sabrina, good morning. Brenda, let's see, Brenda Saylor, how are you doing today? Let's see. We often hear people say patience is a virtue, but we seldom stop to think about what this means. The irony is that we're all too busy, even Kiltz, to actually ponder its meaning. We repeat it to others without deeply considering what it really means. Be patient, be still, right? We say that to you, and you go like, Kiltz, this fertility stuff, right? Missen, good morning. Soli, good morning. Lovely keto carnivores, good morning to the keto carnivores. And listen, whether it's paleo, keto, or carnivore, we're all sort of in the same family. And whether you're an omnivore, an herbivore, or a carnivore, we are all part of it. Meat-based Ali, how are you doing? Carnivore Rosie, good morning. How are you doing today? Another great day. Many world religions place a great emphasis on the concept of patience and the power of stillness. Even in the modern spirituality, patience and stillness are widely respected. Yoga, Tai Chi, meditation, right? Going on a retreat, really important. Let's see, stillness are widely respected as more and more people turn to meditation, yoga, prayer, and more spiritual wellness. A virtue is something of excellence or mastery, right? If patience is a virtue, it means we delay the gratification of something in order to attain the greater reward. And also, ultimately, it's all there already. We don't have to wait for anything. It's in the mind. And this week's book is The Biology of Belief by Bruce Lipton. If you haven't read it, you must. It's an amazing, great read. And I love we're all going through challenges and troubles or hardships, are we not? I got a second bite, one on my butt and one of my here. You don't even want to know the butt one, but these spider in my bed. He's like, you're in my bed. Get out of my bed, he said. And, it itches. It's red. It's swollen. That's called inflammation. And so much of what we're all suffering from is inflammation in the brain, in the bowels, in the heart, and all over our bodies. And if every day we practice stillness, so on my drive to work, 30 minutes, I'm listening to The Biology of Belief by Bruce Lipton, and it all is within the cell. And we have something like 50 trillion cells in our bodies, right? From Naples, Florida. And Sabrina, good morning to you. Lindsay Wicks and Stay Well Healthcare. Awesome. Thanks for joining this crazy, like 5 a.m. Who in the craziness is up at 3 in the motion studio and out of the house at 4 and alive at 5, Kiltz, right? And I'm so grateful to be part of this and sharing with you wherever you're at. Donald, how are you doing? It's Washington, D.C., a beautiful day in Washington, wherever you're at in this world, right? You got to find the joy and the beauty of where you're at as you're beginning your journey around the world. Carnivore Morning Tribe to Carnivore News Network. We're out. Listen, it's all, what's the good news? The real good news, right? God is within all of us. That's the good news. And somehow we have to have patience and love and lots of stillness, right? Lots of stillness. I didn't get much in my studio this weekend. I was doing some other things. I got a chance to talk to Dr. Wiedemann, the carnivore doctor. We chatted a little bit on this journey of helping people on the keto carnivore conundrum. Is it keto? Is it carnivore? Does it matter? Should I be a vegan, vegetarian, or Mediterranean? Should I be an omnivore? I'm confused, and I know you probably are also. There's so many conflicting ideas out there, but I don't know about you, but I found carnivore almost 12 years ago, never turning back. Best thing I've ever done. All my bowel bleeding, arthritis, all the diseases are gone, except I'm still good food for the spiders, I think. Parminder, Reading, PA, how's it going? A beautiful day, starting the day. We got a full Cny Fertility Day of egg retrievals, embryo transfers. Oh, it's World Embryology Day. Around the world celebrating the embryologist, because ultimately, without the embryologist retrieving, finding the eggs, injecting the sperm, and doing all the work, nothing we would do would matter. Empty gut brings a full life. Carnivore News. Absolutely. Listen, one meal a day or less. I know it's like, what are you talking about? Eat only every 3 days. That's probably it. 12 a.m. in Romania. Great. Termo Pens, Stefan. Awesome. Wherever you are in this world, I've not been to Romania yet, but we know we're all ultimately of the same God, right? Of the same simple little egg, sperm, and embryo of that spark of life. We're all the same no matter where you are in this world, right? Let's see. Mari, Andrew Caswell. Good morning. Natural nurse. Awesome. We're working for more natural healing and wellness. I know as a Western trained allopathic physician, I pass out a lot of drugs and dissections and crazy ideas that I have found are like rockin' amazing. As a standard Western trained physician that learned about fruit, fiber, vegetables, seeds, and nuts are so good for us. And yet I suffered, you suffered, we're all suffering. Too many people are suffering in this world. We've learned the way. The masters eat meat. That's how we become the masters from the meek eat fatty meat. Kathy Sisk, how are you doing? Soli says it best. He just calls it the proper human PhDs, proper human diet. Absolutely. It's meat-based, not plant-based. Eat the plants secondarily from the meat you eat, because minerals and vitamins are removed from your body via the plants, but they're placed back in your body via the animal meats we eat and the bone marrow, the bone broth. You got to eat, you got to chew on the bone. You got to get to the whole thing. It's critical. All right. Be still and know that I am God. You ever read that, heard that, listened to it? Right. Be still. All right. Stillness is one of the things we can do to slow down our minds and invite patience into our lives. Allows us to connect with our higher self and universe. We feel whole and complete when we are still, and the chatter in our mind fades away. It's all in the breath and the smile. That's it. Our breathing is purposeful and deep, and we are able to clear our minds. It brings us a sense of peace and allows us to make better decisions. When we are calm and patient, right? Sometimes you just have to listen. This is I'm a listener. I'm practicing, but I have to be reminded every day. Destiny Reed, Jen, NYC, loving Sarah. All right. Staying wellness care. Awesome. Carol Numi, Cavallari. Amazing day, right? When we are calm and patient, we reduce stress and anxiety. I know we get into that loop of stress, fear, worry, regret, judgment, epinephrine, cortisol, fear, regret, judgment, epinephrine, cortisol. We need to step back, remove ourselves from the whatever is making us go a little crazy, right? Things don't bother us like they used to, and we can conquer challenges on a level head. Patience and stillness are essential ingredients to a happy and peaceful life. A happy and peaceful life is made up of happy and peaceful days, but no matter what, remember, it's going up and down and all around, and that's it. Tracy, how are you doing? Jacksonville, third biopsy this morning for chronic endometritis. So frustrating. You're right. Are you doing keto carnivore, one meal a day? Are you doing the quad my antimicrobial protocol, Levaquin, Flagyl, Valtrex, and Diflucan? And are you fasting? See, I think it's ultimately damage to our bowels. That's it. And a lot of the chronic inflammation, endometritis, isn't from a bacteria, yeast, or virus. It's something else. And it's really hard to figure out. But the damage may be so bad that you need a gestational carrier in some cases. That's it, right? Too popular. Hello, Emma. Let's see. Amor mio. Awesome. 1220. Thank you very much for joining on this crazy morning drive, morning tribe, Kiltz's meetup. Let's see, Sundays at 7. We meet up on our Zoom meeting. Really great questions, comments, and thoughts and ideas of how do we all find healing and wellness. As a Western trained doc, I'm used to giving you a label of a diagnosis via you guys have seen my ICD-10 code book, because in modern medicine, we're labeling you with a million diagnoses, right? And we think they're all different, that they're all the same. They're all caused by simply a plant-based, low animal fat diet and eating 3 to 6 meals a day. Chill out and love. That's it. Just chill out. You know what I've learned with everyone, do more of this. And share your stories, and get your journal out. I've got my yellow pad, which I write on, and I'm writing, I'm drawing, I'm sharing, creating, and we're all doing the same thing together, right? As a psych nurse, I'm so conditioned to medicate someone, not think about nutrition. And natural nurse, what I've learned is by going carnivore, and look at Jordan Peterson, Michaela Peterson, Georgia Ede. They've all shown that getting away from plants and going carnivore, meat, water, salt, it's game changing. Coding books myself, they're intense. This is what we're let me focus on your code. Let me focus on what the disease you have based on this code. I spend more time with this than I can spend simply listening and learning from what you're suffering from, right? We're all listening, learning, and suffering, all of us. All right. I'm dropping stuff. And Kiltz, the baby's way. I hope you can easily find the baby's way on my website. I'm working with Will and Jake and Aaron and Pilar and Malcolm and everyone to make our website easy and accessible for everyone, because I'm just like simplistic. It's so complicated, but it just adds up. Supernatural. All right. Lake Shro. Good morning. A hope, always hope. And it's faith, right? And hope. But faith trumps everything. All right. Let's see. Amazing to watch and read about people's experience with mental health improvement on carnivore. Listen, we're going to close down our offices, close down the psych wards, because that we're basically feeding people a grass and grain diet, and we are carnivores through and through. Angela, UK, how are you doing? Tracy Orth, good morning. Let's see, this week, eat one meal after 48 hours. Awesome. Listen, if you do one day a week, you don't eat at all during the day, and then you don't eat until the next night, it's amazing. I think it's a game changer. But whatever it is, if you're doing one meal, 2 meals, 1 meal, 1 snack, I think 1 meal, a snack, but it really is that OMAD is like the top of the line. Listen, we eat to live, don't live to eat. I made that up, right? But ultimately, all of us are realizing that we've been duped. Breakfast to me is the worst meal of the day. The best is your feast at dinner. It's feasting, not eating all the time. So intermittently feasting versus intermittently fasting. That's it. Best benefits of carnivore diet is mental clarity. Listen, I'm doing 5 a.m. every day. Am I not crazy now? Yes. But I'm also, yesterday I did my 5 a.m., my 10. Let's see. Keto Savage's wife. It was on yesterday. Really amazing. Give me 1 second. I always got my brain in all of these things. Some days I'm like, okay, what am I doing? Where am I going? What's my yesterday? And Crystal Sykes, amazing. and they're working on a new site to get everyone to that one spot. Is it Dr. Kiltz? Is it Cny Fertility? Cny Healing Arts? Where are we at? What's it doing? Carnivore is the miracle, by the way. It's the mastery, and I'm working to share with inspire other doctors, other healthcare professionals to simply say, you know what? Carnivore is something that I never learned in medical school, and I don't believe it when I first started doing it. But the moment I did it, in like a week, the so much is gone. Angela, 28 pounds. You remember you're using the fuel that you're carrying as fat, and fat cells are amazing cells. They're beautiful cells. We have to stop hating our fat. We need to love our fat, because if there's a famine, you are fucking alive, right? You're not fertilizer. Sweets are deadly. Eliminate, make his ice cream occasionally, but you don't even have to add the sugar, by the way. Don't do it. Right on. Let's see. Let's see, a moderator, minimator. I'm able to do the minimation, right? I can do from time to time. And I'm telling you, I believe a little bit of simple sugar, even every day, is not as deadly as plants. Nicole, how are you doing? 86. Awesome. Let's see. Fran, how are you doing, Fran? A beautiful day. BMI Renberg. All right. A hope. Always hope. Hope trumps everything. Amy, how are you doing? Brooklyn. My parents are from Brooklyn. Listen, oh my gosh. It'll come to me. My brain always has to find it. It's there. I'm not forgetting it. It just takes a little longer to find it, right? A carnivore diet and OMAD allows one to get divorced from their abusive relationship with food. Let's see. I'm in the divorce court from fruit, fiber, vegetables, and it's the most amazing. It's the best money I've ever spent in divorce court, for sure, right? Dude, he made me think my comments weren't showing up. Let's see. They're all there, right? And Nicole, you're amazing. And Emma, let's see. Sorry for my stupid question and bad English. What do you do when your head says eat cake and ice cream and you will be happy? It's from time to time, but don't use those. I need to eat this to be happy. I am happy always. I choose to eat these things from time to time. That's it. But these are not the things that I've got to have it. See, we've created this addiction mentality, right? And oh, you're addicted. You can never have that. Well, it's not true. It's only true because you say it's true. But ultimately, you can have whatever you want. But if it's heroin, cocaine, marijuana, cyanide, or nicotine, that may be the last time, right? Weigh all the time, every day before carnivore. Listen, Angela Rose, thank you. I don't use a scale. I don't check my blood pressure or my glucose or insulins or go to the doctor. I say, hey, Nara, let's see, likes health. We love health, right? Longer to find it. Arlen, patiently waiting. Awesome. Every day we are all. Donna, let's see. Would you let everyone know it's Global World Embryology Day? To all the embryologists around the globe, thanks for making babies, right? Kaveta, how are you doing? Hello to you. A beautiful day wherever you're at in this world. Shout it out, right? But you have to have faith in God first, right? Thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for the day. Inshallah. Hallelujah, right? God bless. Whatever the words are, we are looking at the goddesses and the gods everywhere, right? That's the practice. Thank you, God, Lord. The morning work, right? Timed simple sugars like dextrose workout companies works real well with myself and clients I have after it's back to carnivore rest. Remember, eating simple sugar is not the energy for the mitochondria. It's a drug that makes you feel good, like heroin, cocaine, opium. So, well, I haven't tried these things, so I don't know really, but ultimately everyone needs to know fat is the fuel for the mitochondria to make ATP. glucose is a glycan to glycosylate in order to make the proteins functional, right? Let's see. Amor mio. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dear doctor to all of us. But who's the doctor of your life? You are. You are. That's it. That's the craziness. We all are. Tamara, how are you doing? To everyone, everywhere in this world, whether you're in Tanzania or Norway or Romania or Australia, New Zealand. I am the light of the cosmos. These simple meditations are so critical and important. I am the light of the cosmos. Today's word is stillness. And getting Kiltz to be still. That's a tough one, right? We're trying to eat organ meat, but I know it's good stuff. Let's see, how do you feel about any of the organ meat supplements? All right. Dr. Kiltz's organ meat supplements, because I don't love them too often either. So this is the way. And again, my bet is the organ meats and the liver supplements, and even the testicles and ovaries, depending on your gender, may be beneficial. Again, all these are maybes. No, there's no long-term studies. So I think the supplements are great. You can actually, if you grind your meat and you add the fat and go to your butcher. I need extra fat. And then if you also add some organ meats in with it, it's amazing. Put some butter, a little bit of cheese, a little bit of Redmond salt and sea salt, Malden and Redmond's. Those are the twos. But we're all struggling to organ meats. I'm sorry. It's like, but I mean, ribeye steak, Snake River Farms, amazing, right? Amazing. Let's see. Brenda, how are you? So we're all struggling. That's why I love listening to books. Audibles are helpful because they'll strengthen our brains, our minds, our lives. And it's the word. In the beginning was the word. And the word was, is, always will be. Guess what? God, God, right? And I am going to step away for 1 second, but you can still hear me. I'm still close by. And I know that Malcolm is like, oh my God, he's walking away from the camera again. But listen, this is my studio, my motion studio, my home, which is my work. Let's see, I got my new copy of the Christ-based teaching. Whether you're reading the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, the New, the Old Testament, it doesn't matter. You need to find some spiritual text that's inspiring to you every single day, right? And this week's book is The Biology of Belief, because basically the brain, the mind is the creator of everything out there, right? The more you practice the words, the positivity of love and kindness and generosity, the more those things will unfold in your life, right? Meet you when you come to Las Vegas. I'll be there, Charles. Let's see. It's like, the truth is the universe is zipping by, and you're just part of we're manifested in this physical nature for only a temporary amount of time, but we're simply the energy that keeps on being reused, right? They're tossing it right back to make a tree, a plant, a bug, a bird, a spider that bites Kiltz. We're all part of the same journey in the same universe. We're the vibrational energy, right? All of us, right? And that's why it's so beautiful that we can connect all over the world. Zero my mortgage. Good morning to the tribe. Wherever you're at in this world, we've got troubles, challenges, problems, love, forgiveness, kindness, stillness. I got to make it maybe so we can read it a little bit better, but it might be backwards for a lot of people. So I know. Let me see if I can do this. All right. Oh boy. Let's see. I think I've got it. Did I make it? Being still, right? Be in stillness every day. What are you reading? What are you listening to? What are you watching? It's critical every day. Jamin, let's see. Jamie Niku, how are you doing? Beautiful day. Every day is a gorgeous day. And they just seem, they going zippity split, right? Every day. I got my new Auto Wild grill. I haven't put it together yet. I've got to take a little time, put it together. We'll do some outdoor grilling. I'm excited about that. Study of the Tao. Yeah, my iPhone just went to the Tao in my pocket, and the Tao Te Ching. Study the Tao, study the Bhagavad Gita, the Old Testament, the Quran, Marcus Aurelius. Find some spiritual text that you read every single day, right? You got to be the reader, the listener. While you're listening and reading, let's see, I play the guitar from time to time. I simply, it is a simple practice wherever you're at, whoever you are, whether it's the guitar or what else is it, the violin or whatever it is. We're just, all you need is like 5 chords, and you simply do 1 chord and you still sing with that. So I do a little bit. I'm practicing, even though Bruce Springsteen's my mother's cousin's son. I think I've got the DNA and the genetics in there, but we all do. You just got to get practicing. And I'm one to love to sort of practice and play in my backyard, sit out in nature and just enjoy the birds and the bees and those sort of things. You got to study the Tao, study the Quran, the Old Testament, whatever it is. Find something to study and listen and read every single day. And there are troubles in the world. There always will be, but yet God is the creator of all of them, and they're all okay. If you're on this fertility journey, Cny Fertility, we have a busy, rocking day. Lots of transfers, lots of retrievals, lots of making babies. And ultimately, it works in the ways that God intends, and we're all doing God's work every single day. Let's see. Happily married lady, natural nurse, Nick. I'm happily with my partner, but we're all part of the journey of loving each other, right? We've got to be, I'm in love. Like, let's see, Kelly Hogan, Lisa Wiedemann, let's see, Bella, Marie Emmerich, and I'm finding love in so many people. But love is, again, Charles, Cavetta, Angela, all of those, we're all in love with life, right? When you're in love with life, you can recognize that you don't need to cling on to anything. You want to let go, right? Let go and let God. It's so important for all of us. And I feel loved so much in sharing the love. And in Western medicine, what I've learned is we spend too much time on stupid shit like an ICD-10 coding, right? And is it about money or meaning, right? And the meaning of things, or whatever you label it with, but the real meaning is up to God. When we give it up to God every single day, that's where the universe unfolds. Have an awesome day, Charles. See you tomorrow. And again, whether you're walking, running, driving, biking, sitting, lying, doing the dishes, washing the clothing, getting your kids or your husband or partner, or just getting yourself out in the day. If someone cuts you off in traffic, say, oh my gosh, slow it down, back it up, give them love. That's what we need to be doing. There's such kind, loving people, Frenchie. And listen, vegans, vegetarians, Mediterraneans, pescatarians, and carnivarians, all of us are within the same tribe. Our job as the carnivores is show by example to all of those out there that are suffering that maybe this crazy Kiltz carnivore stuff is like amazing, right? It's the proper human diet as espoused by my good buddy Ken Berry. And Nisha just had little baby Bonnie. And in my life, it's about making babies. And it's not easy. It's hard, this journey. Good morning, Cherish. How are you doing? Another beautiful day, part of the mighty tribe. But remember, This is a global tribe. There are infinite tribes that we're members of, right? And the number one membership is the membership of God within all of us, right? It's our spark and our vibration. It's the starlight within all of us every day, right? That's it. Have an amazing day. For those that are just stopping by for a moment on their drive, on their way, their delivery, they're working at the airport and baggage or security or wherever you are, whether you're the janitor keeping the place clean, whether you're doing construction, wherever you're at, the gods are within all of us. And when you can whistle and smile more, and even to the sort of angry birds out there, right? You want to give them love because the angry birds need love. And we all get that way, all of us, right? We all have our angry bird nature, but giving love is the way of life and the nature. Why do I do my Mind Body Smile or drkiltz.com or my morning lives? Because I need the vibrational energy. I need to be picking up the journals. One of my favorites, I've got the Course in Miracles. If you haven't read A Course in Miracles, this is like a lifetime read. But like the Bible, it basically is intermixing many biblical studies into the world. I do not know the thing I am, and therefore do not know what I am doing, where I am, or how to look upon the world or on myself. Yet somehow we do know because we're the only one that's creating everything in the universe, right? Now, as a lifelong carnivore that was brainwashed to eat like an herbivore, I finally broke free of the plants and the simple sugars of any significance, and I feel better than ever as a carnivore, right? Let's see. Is sugar a drug? People want to eat it every time and feel happy in eating. You're right. It is a drug, and that's why I freed myself. So I might have my spoonful of butter, helps everything be better. But if it's sugar, oh my God! Listen again. Sugar was never available in our ancient environment for the last 3.5 billion years. And so it is a drug. So heroin, cocaine, marijuana, nicotine, even caffeine, it is a drug. And white sugar is a drug. You got to throw it out if you can't minimize it. If you moderate it, you got to minimize it at best. And again, one thing I found when I went full on carnivore, rarely eat sugar, rarely eat a plant. I've never felt better in my life. Tried the steak fat and butter minus the cheese and dip my steak in. Game changer. Let's see. The steak, let's see. I have tried the steak and butter minus the cheese and dip it in my steak. It is amazing. Just what I love to do is take the butter, a little bit of blue cheese, melt it up. And if you actually put it in the microwave and whip it up, oh my God, game changer. And then I take the grease from the pan. See, I use a stainless steel pan. I put my ribeye and foie gras, put it under the broiler, and I have a big fan that sucks the smoke out. Otherwise, the fire department shows up at my house and they're like, "Kiltz is cooking a steak again. Steak man cometh." Right? Maybe that's my new one. Steak man cometh. We're gonna plop our steak in the ground. We're gonna own this that we are carnivores. We are the masters who eat the meat. The masses eat the mush and they feel meek. And then we need the doctors in order to make us feel good, but it doesn't work. But you're right, Randy. Let's see, Rossetier and Rossetier. We are in charge of our lives, not your doctor, not the expert, not the priest, the pope, the president. You are. You're in charge. And now we have access to this information. And, listen, you're going to get brainwashed. The cows are killing the world. I'm sorry. Humans are, because they're mastering a message of mush. And eating mush makes us meek. Eating meek makes us the masters, and you're the master of your life. Don't believe me, by the way. Cancer is a silent disease caused by the silent damage of plants over the long term. That's it. and you never see meat in the toilet. And one of our community on the meetup last night brought up the fact that her gastroenterologist, who does a colonoscopy, right? They're looking up your shit pipe, right? And he says he sees plants there. He or she sees plants all the time, right? Let's see. They never see meat. They never see ribeye steak in the toilet or in the colonoscopy, right? So guess what? We are the masters of meat, not of meek and mush, right? Chicago, a limo driver, awesome. Between rides, Larry, how you doing? Thanks very much. Listen, Lyft, Uber, I love limos. And listen, if you're out with your gang, a great party going out, you're doing a little bit, get a limo driver. They're amazing. They're there to keep us safe. You know, if you're having a drink or two or three, get a ride. That's why Lyft and Uber and limo drivers are there to help us. Yellow cab, wherever you're at, or black and white cabs, whatever they are, we are using these things for our value to keep us all safe. And sugar is the drug. Frenchie, try maybe brown butter and freezing it in silicone molds. Many are using it. Sweet treats, and sweet butter, sweet cream. I'd stay away from milk of any significance. That's a good one, Frenchie. Thank you. Ottawa will keep the smoke outside so much better. That's why I'm moving. I got the Ottawa for the outside, but I love my, and then maybe it's not as loud when I'm doing my videos. I'll do an outside video of making steak. And every day I'm going to take pictures of my steak and put it out there and share it. Let's see, Frenchie, Carolyn, carnivore chick, awesome. Natural nurse, shit pipe, right? It's our shit pipe. We all make shit, right? And the squatty potty, you got to get the squatty potty, the shit properly, right? Let's see, who amongst us has no shit? All of us, right? And so you want to shit better, squatty potty. We'll put a link and video on our stuff. Sorry, Doc, Bevivore, late. Get going. Been crazy. Get going, get moving. It's just even if you're just here for a moment, bing, get moving. Kiltz is always on the move too. I've got a busy day. It's starting at 6 to 4 nonstop, and then maybe more. And then I've got probably 30 text messages coming in today. Frederica, good morning. Melissa, good morning. Daycare, awesome. Listen, we are the workers of the world. The workers of the world. The meek shall inherit the earth when you understand God is within you. God is not over there. You don't have to pay someone for God. You got it in you. You just have to start practicing the knowledge that I am God. 3 magic words. Maybe we'll make the 3 magic words next week's book. 3 magic. And if you look at the back of Kiltz's keto, let's see, where's Kiltz's keto mag? Well, there it is. The back of Kiltz's keto mag. And it's got a list of all, so many of the books that Kiltz has read that has inspired me in my life. Again, Kiltz's keto. Oh, and Emmerich and Kiltz are going to be doing some cooking videos. Maria's so busy. She's amazing. Bev, go have an awesome day. Natural nurse, awesome day. Amy, Barron, awesome day. Let's see. From Chicago, Randy, Frederica, Melissa, Charles. Struggle with trying to eat organ meats. We got that one. Can't wait to meet you. I'm looking forward to Kiltz is going to be at the Vegas KetoCon next year. We're going to put some links. Start putting on your calendar right now. And Lisa Wiedemann is talking about Carnivore Doctor about another meetup in New Jersey. We're working on one in upstate New York. Check out Dr. Kiltz on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Let's see. I think I'm even a Twitter guy and a TikTok guy. But what I found in medicine, in Western medicine, you can help yourself by listening and learning online. Now, infinite coaches and cheerleaders. You need a coach and a cheerleader, not a diagnostic, drabble, drugs, dissections, Western doctor, right? Kiltz is a Western trained doc. that would still does a lot of this stuff, but still shares a tremendous amount of why keto carnivore is kick-ass amazing. The keto is like the on-ramp, right? It's the entryway to carnivore, right? We invite you to the temple, but in this temple, you're going to be fed the master meal meat, which is right ribeye every day, ribeye. Tia takes a ribeye out of the freezer for me, maybe once every 3 days, and it's it, right? Let's see. You're killing me. I love it. You can't hear the plug ache. Can't hear. All right, I gotta cancel this one and restart it, because sometimes what happens is let's just share. Let's keep it simple, right? Let's keep it share that. Now let's get back and see if I can get you back to hearing me. Are you guys able to hear me on the Dr. Kiltz? Let's see. Frenchy Natural. Technology. It's perfect and beautiful, but sometimes the universe, it's all positive and negatives. It's atoms, right? It's all the electrons, protons, and neutrons. They're doing the dance. We just see it in the light show, right? It's all the motion of the atoms, right? That's why the glycobiome is so important. The glycobiome is the game changer, right? The glycobiome is the master. And I think let's see, what did I do with it? We're talking more and more about the sugar code. Sugar is for glycosylation and glycans, and amino acids are for protein. And guess what? And fat is for energy. A nice day. Let's see. Amori, have a nice day. Awesome. And health and wellness to everyone, by the way, on your journey. It is a journey. A journey. We're on a journey to heaven, right? And beyond, to infinite, right? We're blessed and lucky to be in this alive category, right? And whatever creativity you want to share, recipes, you want to share inspirational thoughts and ideas, a picture, get sharing it, get doing it, right? We're doing videography and we're doing poetry and music. You're on the journey. If you're afraid to do something, start doing the heavy lifting and do the things that you resist, right? You want to do the things you resist. That's why I love listening to Baker, Bella, Barry, Chafee, Judy Cho, and more, Marie and Craig Emmerich. Around the globe, you got to invest in these ideas in order to gain the knowledge and the power of creativity, right? Morning, Rashid. How are you doing? Thank you very much. Portion of mustard with my steak daily basis. I think a little bit's okay. But I would work maybe to do the salt, the butter, and maybe some cheese. But a little bit probably is okay. My sense is stay away from the really spicy stuff, because that might be silently damaging and our glycobiome, which needs a lot of love and tender care, right? Sugar coated. Back to sugar coated. That's what we're working on. The new book, Sugar Coated, which is basically, without sugar coating, we wouldn't be alive. The keratin coating of our skin, of the glycobiome everywhere, is protecting us. My pleasure. Carnival Bright, how are you doing? So tons of energy. And again, carnivore, one meal a day. This is the way. And I've been off coffee. I've been off all caffeine for 24 days now. What is today? Is today 25th? 25 days. Today is my 25th day. And Jonathan Fay is on, I think, his 24th day. And listen, I'd say alcohol, heroin, cocaine, marijuana, nicotine, eliminate, right? You don't need it. You got the energy within you. You are the magic machine. You're the creator, the plug. How are you doing? Can you hear me all right? NY Prince, good morning. Wherever you're at in this world, you are the queen. You are the king. You are the goddess. You are the god. You are the lioness. You're the lion. And when I'm great, Carnival Pride. Thank you very much. I woke up at 2:55. I've got this spider bite here and one of my booty that's bugging the fucking shit out of me, and they are trying to kill me. I'm in their bed, and they want me out. But I'm feeling great. A little tired this morning to start, but I got on my bike. I did my 20 minutes. I did my heavy lifting, and then I got in my cold, warm shower. Start cold, goes warm. I do a little bit of cleaning up this. I work to clean my glasses. I got to do a little bit more. And then I'm inspired on my drive to work. I was listening to The Biology of Belief, and bingo, amazing. Eat and how to feed them. Let's see. These are really important things. 60 plus, 66, 60 plus. Listen, what to feed your children. All right. All of us. Kiltz's Baby's Way. Bacon, eggs, butter, beef, and yes, a treat, a reward from time to time, a little bit of Kiltz's ice cream, with or without, maybe some stevia time to time, a little monk fruit from time to time, a little honey from time to time, like Paul Saladino. But every day, no way. Don't do it. It's deadly, right? 403 pounds, stop losing weight on carnivore. Increase my fat intake. That was the key. It's add the fat. Fat is fit and fabulous, right? And by the way, 1 meal a day and up the fat intake. That's it, Randy. Thank you. Listen, wherever you're at in this journey, label it. Tell us where you're at. Share your story. Go to Kiltz's Meet Up, the Mighty Meet Up, the Mighty Tribe. Just tell us your story. If you want to share it, great. If not, you want to just sit back and listen and learn. We're all just sitting back, listening and learning. That's why I love YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're listening and learning all day long, right? Wherever you're at. Are you a limo driver? Are you sweeping the streets? Are you a garbage pickup? Thank you. Listen, without the garbage people, we'd be in a trash bin all the time. We must have love and faith and kindness to every person on this journey. Lucky you don't live in Australia. It's where all the big and deadly spiders, oh my God, I'm fuel for them. They love me. They love me. When I go to Florida, all those no-see-ums, they see me. It's Kiltz. Oh my God, he's so healthy. So you don't want to eat an unhealthy animal. You want to eat a healthy animal. That's why they love me. I don't think grass-fed, grain-fed matters. Omega-3, omega-6s. I think the science, personally, is snake oil. It just isn't enough science to convince me, in my opinion. Check out the Mighty Tribe. Thanks, Cherish. Carnivore today with schizophrenia. Always, listen, Alex, always continue taking medications. Not necessarily so. Look at Jordan Peterson. I believe the plants provide the poisons that fuck up our brains, that make us paranoid, all those things, right? If you're on heroin, alcohol, cocaine, and marijuana, you're going to be paranoid. Schizophrenia is not a disease of your DNA. It's a disease of the food you've been taught to eat. That's what I bet. So don't say, listen, I'm on my way to health and wellness. Wherever you're at, I'm on my way. No, I am healthy and well. I eat my proper human diet. I like the word nutrition, but diet is still it, I guess. We're going to, I've been calling it Kiltz's Baby's Way, Baby's Plan, the Baby's Diet, right? Whichever one you want to use, you choose it. Diets are dead, and the proper human nutrition is the way. Every day, bacon, eggs, butter, beef, occasionally Kiltz's ice cream and salt. But I'll tell you, Alex, I'll bet you $1 billion your doctors be like, oh my God, this guy's healed. He doesn't have schizophrenia. Like, you're not born with it. It develops over time because the plants are poisonous. That's it, right? Let's see. Oh man, Frenchie. It's like, again, I'm it. Gluten. Listen, plants are bad for all of us. Listen, this is no mincing the words. Plants are bad for all of us. What else do you need? Bacon, eggs, butter, beef, salt. Occasionally, see, I think a little bit of white sugar from time to time, but if you're not a minimizer, but you're you do moderation, you want to be a minimizer on that one. That's the best thing. Yes, Carnival Pride, you're right. It's bad. Gluten. I used to think gluten was like, come on. But now I know plants are the predators and we're the prey. It's Terry Berry. How you doing, Terry Berry? Lisa Mullins. Hi, Lisa. I'm so glad you're joining. Crazy Kiltz on live, 5 a.m. Eastern time every day. There may be some days I'm like, well, maybe I'll do 5 o'clock Western time or 5 o'clock Italy time or Romania time or Australian time, wherever you're in this world, right? Seem to like really fair. Oh man. So I'm the kid in the sun. It gets really dark. Maybe I got to darken it up. But what I've noticed is a little bit the spots are lightening up. Now maybe the rest of the skin's getting darker. I don't know. That may be it. That's probably it. But ultimately, off caffeine, off coffee, I've never felt better. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you're at, or it's the middle of the morning or the top of the morning, right? We have all these 24 hours of zones, right? Which zone are you in? All right, Jason. Way to go, Randy. I burned 120 pounds and my wife burned over 170. We're burning fat. You're right. We're burning fat always. But when you go carnivore, high fat, your bowels say, okay, let the fat go. We're using it to modulate and heal the glycobiome. That's what we want to be doing. Back to coffee, Bevy. I'm working not to go back to coffee, just like I'm working not to go back to plants. That's it. 403 pounds, Randy. You're amazing. Your body's amazing. Love your body the size it is as you visualize the size you desire in the dream. You see it, right? You know that there's a healthy, amazing young man in there or young woman, wherever you're at. And today, you go to the supermarket, and super make us miserable. So you got to turn off the marketing, right? But it's insidious, right? It's everywhere, bombarding us, right? All these kids, all of us, right? And so what we need to be doing is start putting out ribeye steak for everyone, steak treats for everyone. But the steak treat is simply, all right, let's see. I'll pull out a little bit of my carnivore crisps, but I'll tell you, if you take yesterday's steak and bring it to work and maybe a little bit of eggs and hard-boiled eggs, you make it yourself. It's the number one way, right? You do it. 5:45 in Alabama. Good morning, Lyndon. How you doing from Alabama? I think the Sykes are in Alabama. They got a farm. They're raising. They make a great what are it called? A keto brick. It's a meal, a substitute. For me, it's always steak and eggs, butter, bacon, eggs, beef. And wow, I didn't really know coffee. Coffee's a culprit in everything. Frack attack. Awesome. How you doing? By high fat ribeye. You got to, Mary Rose, you got to eat the high fats. That's where it's at. When you eat the high fat, it calms the it basically suppresses the microbiome. The microbiome is deadly for us. Don't eat probiotics, by the way, prebiotics. They're deadly. Someone's selling you snake oil, right? 10 a.m. in Iceland. Awesome. Ostfjord. So what I'm learning is fatty meat is where it's at. Lean meat, not good. But if you buy lean meat, add the fat, add the tallow, the lard, the ghee, add the butter, add it. 50-50 is what you want. When you look at it, it looks like protein and fat about 50-50. That's the very best. Let's see. Wow, didn't really know coffee's a bad culprit for all of us. Coffee, even tea. Coffee and tea. There's a lot of mold in both of them, by the way. Nutrizone. Thanks for joining. Just saying hi. Trying to conceive baby Baldwin. Awesome. We're busy, amazing day at the Cny Fertility site today, the compound in Syracuse, seeing people from all around the globe working at make babies. And when you go, fat is fabulous, Cherish. Absolutely. Listen, if you're fat and there's a famine, you're fit and fertile. But if you're skinny, fertilizer. Good morning, Cny has styles. Awesome. Lil Ruby, 50. Molden teas. Yeah, absolutely. Just heard it. It's in coffee and tea. Listen, I bet it's worse in tea because coffee beans are roasted, which kills a lot of the mold and stuff. But in tea, You're not roasting it. You're just drying it. They're just sitting there. They love it. Listen, Lyndon, drink coffee in the morning with butter. I think it's okay. Listen, I'm not here saying coffee or tea are like, oh, you better get off of it. Listen, I think they're still okay overall. Add some cream, add some butter. That's it. I would say it's okay. I may go back. I may have it time to time. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Greetings from Poland. A1. Awesome. How you doing today? Spooky action. ATA distance. Bulletproof coffee and mold. Again, all coffee, all teas may have mold. If you roast your own and then grind your own, that's probably the very, very, very best way to do it. And where are you getting your beans from, right? And even coffee beans around the world. Remember, a coffee bean is a phytochemical, and in some way, don't the coffee beans and the tea leaves control us in some way? I think it's it, right? Love tea. Listen again. Love tea. Love coffee. Love ice cream. Love candy. Love kale. Love Brussels sprouts, broccoli, asparagus. You give love to something, you give it its entry into you, right? But you give love to everything, but you say, oh, no, thank you, not today. I'm done with that one, right? We'll see again where Kiltz goes, 25 days off coffee. We'll see how many days into August I go. That's really it, right? Cherishing. Have a great day, everyone. It's coming up on the 6 a.m. hour. I've got to get to my calls, got to organize the day here. Much love every single day to everyone, from justice to you, all of you. God bless. We're practicing stillness, and the biology of belief is the book of the week. Listen to it, read it, adventure. That's it. Let's see. I don't know what it is. All the very pale people I know get eaten alive by mosquitoes. I try to get my daily dose of vitamin D, but can only do it for a bit. Absolutely. Got to be careful. And eat the fatty meat, eat the ribeyes, eat the organ meats. That's where it's at. Bone broth, bone marrow. I still haven't tried my sous vide. I'm going to work on that in this week, but I got to put my Auto Wild grill together for my Etta. Soli, God bless. Lyndon, God bless. Randy, Larry, to all of you in this globe. Have an awesome day. Give some kindness, right? Always give kindness to those that are suffering. Be still and listen. And then share love and kindness. See everyone. Have an awesome, amazing day. Dr. Rob Kiltz, the 5 a.m. tribe. See you tomorrow.